Well, today it's my pleasure to introduce a woman of few words who will probably have to coax to speak. Uh, and no, Debra has, has a passion for the environment, and she's been on a Rotary trip that she wants to tell us all about. Debra's a past winner of the Council of Governors COG Award for the district for her environmental work. And she is a recently retired bicycle riding environmental grandma. So, might have to have few words.
You only got 30 minutes.
Oh, so it's not really my show as much as Mike and Shelley's, because they were the leaders in this amazing adventure, and so I'm just a little cog in a wheel. Rotary cog, I get it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, exactly. There we go. So anyway, I mean, we all know Mike and Shelley, longtime members, previous members, and longtime Rotarians. Past presidents, and one of them was a district governor, and so we are so happy that they were able to join us this morning, and we are super happy that they're coming tonight to the wine event, so we can chit chat some more. So they're going to take over. So I'm just going to say the Gambia trip was an excellent trip. It's a wonderful idea. It's the third trip I've been on with Mike and Shelley, and it's really great to see different parts and where things are different from what we see here in Canada. And I think it's really eye-opening, but it really partly we appreciate what we have here, but also really makes us open our hearts to people across the globe and what their situation might be that's vastly different from ours. So I'm going to hand over the floor, so to speak, to Mike and Shelley, and then they can take it away. But thank you, Bill, for that lovely, lovely introduction. That's the best yet so far. Take it away.
Thanks, Debra.
Yeah, so we thought this was gonna be Debra's show, but you know us, we can always be prepared. So first of all, Shelley's just sort of picking up a video here at the district conference, actually at both district conferences this weekend, 63 and 6480. This video was played. We thought it was a good way to sort of give people a little bit of an update on a little bit about the Gambia, because we're amazed at how many people know nothing about the Gambia, and also how the project started, and then a bit about the project and how clubs can help. So that's essentially what the video is. I got to tell you, Debra doesn't talk all that much, but she's a great team member. This is the third trip we've taken with Debra to Africa on one of our travels. She's one of those people that we know she's just going to be there. She's going to show up. She's going to do what she says she's going to do. The DWYSYWD, do what you say you will do thing. And it's always great to have her on the team, because you've got a steady person who's just going to get the job done, get to know people, and really enjoy the experience. So I don't want Debra to just sit off there in the distance or pretend she wasn't a part of it. She was a really big part of it. It takes people on a team who have experience and who are committed, and Debra's a big part of that. So I think,
I have to say that Debra was the team member who was joining that I was most excited about, because all of the rest of our team was from the Chatham-Kent area. And when Debra said she was interested, not only to have District 6400, but to have Debra, who's been on our trips before, she knows exactly what we do, kind of thing, and just steps in and just does.
Yeah, and one of the things that's a challenge for us sometimes is when we talk to people about going to Africa. First of all, not everybody, but many people think Africa is one country. Many people are very concerned about Africa, thinking we're going to come back with Ebola, or we're going to be attacked by people with bones in their noses, that sort of thing. And it is difficult sometimes when you go to new Rotary clubs and talk about a trip, because some of the questions that you get are just out of this world. And so, you can always sort of look at Debra and without any, communication, I know that she knows that that's frustrating, but at the same time, it's a strange world for people, and we've had great experiences there, and we understand that there's some ignorance about what happens, but it's exciting. This was one of our best trips yet. So we'll turn it over the video. It's about a 17-minute video, and I think it really tells the story, and then we're happy to answer questions after that.
Yes, and I haven't been on Zoom for a little while, so if you cannot see the video in just a moment, please let me know. or if you can't hear it. I think I've set it up properly. But
As well.
oops, okay. Are you able to see a screen from us now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. And we'll get it. Hang on a sec. Where'd it go? There we go.
Nestled along the winding banks of the Gambia River lies one of Africa's smallest yet most distinctive nations. The Gambia is a narrow ribbon of land in West Africa, shaped by water, resilience, and a deep sense of community. Though small in size, it is a country of striking contrasts between beauty and hardship, opportunity and endurance. Nearly 2.9 million people call the Gambia home. It is a young, vibrant nation made up primarily of Mandinka, Fula, and Wolof communities. Across the country, family life and hospitality form the backbone of daily living. Strangers are welcomed, conversations come easily, and it's not uncommon to hear the Gambia called the smiling coast of Africa, a name that reflects not only its Atlantic shoreline, but the warmth of its people. That shoreline leads to Banjul, the capital city and symbolic heart of the nation. Sitting at the mouth of the Gambia River, Banjul is a bustling urban center. Colorful markets buzz with life, historic buildings speak to the country's past, and palm-lined streets open toward the sea. The city plays a central role in tourism, one of the Gambia's most important industries. Visitors arrive for the beaches, culture, and music, and tourism fuels jobs, small businesses, and vital foreign income. In Banjul and surrounding urban areas, access to healthcare, education, electricity, and employment is more reliable. While challenges remain, the city represents possibility, a place where infrastructure is stronger and opportunities are more visible. But as one moves away from the coast, the story begins to change. The Gambia River stretches inland like a lifeline, cutting through mangroves, wetlands, and fertile floodplains. Along its banks, farming and fishing sustain entire communities. Yet further inland, the landscape grows drier and more fragile. Here, life depends heavily on rain-fed agriculture, leaving families vulnerable to drought, poor harvests, and the growing impacts of climate change. Despite its cultural richness, the Gambia faces profound development challenges. More than half of the population lives below the national poverty line, with the greatest burdens falling on rural communities. As roads narrow and distances grow, access to clean water, electricity, quality healthcare, and secondary education drops sharply. In the Central River region lies Kuntar, an area that reflects these challenges most clearly. This region consistently records some of the lowest education and health indicators in the country. Many children leave school early, especially girls, and literacy rates remain well below the national average. Health outcomes in Kuntar and surrounding districts also lag behind. There are no hospitals. Clinics are few and far between, often understaffed and under-equipped. Malnutrition among children is significantly higher than elsewhere in the country, and preventable illnesses such as malaria, respiratory infections, and maternal health complications remain common, not for lack of effort, but for lack of resources. Yet this is not a story of despair. In Kuntar, resilience shows itself quietly every day. Farmers adapt their practices to uncertain seasons. Parents make sacrifices to keep children in school as long as they can. Community leaders collaborate with NGOs and government programs to improve nutrition, expand clinics, and strengthen education. Progress is slow, but determination runs deep. The story of the Gambia is ultimately a story of contrast and possibility. It is a nation where the relative opportunity of Banjul exists alongside the persistent hardships of rural regions like Kuntar, and where strong communities continue to move forward despite long odds. To understand the Gambia fully, one must see both, the promise of the coast and the perseverance of the heartland. The Gambia may be unfamiliar to many North Americans, but Rotary connections often begin in unexpected places. At an international conference in Florida, past District Governor Michael Duben met the chairman of the Kuntar Area Council, Sehu Jawara, and introduced him to the mayor of Chatham-Kent, Darren Caniff. The three leaders quickly found common ground in shared values and a commitment to public service. That initial meeting led to ongoing conversations and a lasting relationship, which ultimately inspired the planning of a collaborative service project in the Gambia for January of 2026, rooted in trust, mutual respect, and locally guided priorities. In early January, a team of 14 dedicated volunteers, Rotarians from districts 6380 and 6400, along with Friends of Rotary, set out on a journey that would leave a lasting impact on a community thousands of kilometers from home. They called themselves the CK to K team, a name inspired by their roots in Chatham-Kent and their destination, Kuntar in the Gambia. This project was led by the Chatham Sunrise Rotary Club, with strong support from the Rotary Club of Chatham, the Passport to Service Club in District 6400, and the Rotary Club of Windsor-St. Clair. Team leadership came from Glenn Smith of District 6380 and past District Governor Michael and Shelley Duben of District 6400. For about a week, the CK to K team worked in the Kuntar region, completing key components of their project, strengthening relationships, and gathering critical information to guide future support. One of the project's major initiatives was the installation of a water borehole well, bringing clean, life-changing water to a community in need. While the team did not physically build the well, they worked closely with local partners to determine the most impactful location. After returning home, the team received updates and photos showing the completed well, along with messages describing the profound difference it is already making. The team also brought 30 water filters, distributing them to members of the Kuntar Area Council and to the local school to ensure clean water for all.
This is the water filtration system we're supplying with the folks here at the school, and then we're going to give some to the municipality for them to distribute at will. It really works. This is, where's the before? Oh, the before is in this bucket.
Yeah.
That's the before. And the after is as clear as it could be. There's a direct comparison. Oh, it's big difference.
But the heart of the CK to K project was the work done at Ker Demba Gabu Lower Basic School, an under-resourced elementary school of about 160 students from kindergarten to grade 5. Identified months before the trip as a school in need, it quickly became the center of the team's efforts. Each day, the CK to K team traveled to the school, engaging in a variety of hands-on activities. Some team members spent time with the children, doing crafts, playing games, and enjoying outdoor activities. All of the supplies, sports equipment, and materials came in the 14 pieces of luggage that the team hauled from Canada. Every student had their photo taken and created their own decorated picture frame. And every child received a brand new backpack filled with dresses for the girls, shorts for the boys, and t-shirts for all. The excitement was unforgettable. While some volunteers played and taught, others rolled up their sleeves and painted classroom walls, brightening the learning spaces and bringing new life to the school. And in another corner, a different group was hard at work assembling bicycles. The school had identified transportation as a major barrier to attendance. Many children walk long distances, sometimes leaving for school or returning home in the dark. Together with the school principal, the team developed a solution, a bicycle lending program. The CK to K team purchased 60 bicycles, but quickly discovered that unassembled in the Gambia truly means unassembled. Every spoke in every wheel had to be inserted by hand. The process was long and meticulous, but the joy and gratitude from the students who received a bicycle made every moment worthwhile. With funds raised by the CK2K team, the school also received 60 new desks.